Is this $56 Mogami Gold cable better than this $8 Amazon XLR cable? That's the topic of today's video.
News from the booth!
Hi, welcome back to the VO Video Village. I'm Rick McIver, blah, blah, blah. Please subscribe, yada, 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 dingle-doo, whatever. Let's get to it. I have in my right hand an XLR cable from Amazon that cost me $8. I have in my left hand a 10-foot Mogami Gold cable that cost me $56. Is there a $48 spoken word sound quality difference between these two? The answer is no. The sound quality from these two cables is about the same. So should you buy the cheap $8 Amazon brand cable? Do not buy this piece of crap $8 Amazon cable. It sucks. Shouldn't have done that. Let me explain. But first, I want to thank Tim Tippets, the VO tech guru, for his advocating for turning me on to these cables because they make such a difference. The Mogami Gold cables are worth every penny. If you don't know who Tim is, I'm going to put a link to his website in the description so you can check him out. The three main reasons that you should invest in high quality cables. Number one, we work in a studio and we're surrounded by electricity. There are power cables to my computer. There are power cables to my speakers. There are power cables to the lights, to this external hard drive, to the wireless router, to my interface. You get the idea. All that electricity can create noise in your signal as it's running through the cable to your interface from your microphone, especially if you have one of these cheapo, unshielded cables. Proper shielding costs money. You can't spend $8 and expect to have proper shielding in your XLR cable. One of my favorite YouTube channels, Podcast Stage, did an amazing video comparing different XLR mic cables and how electrical interference affected them. I totally recommend that video. It was an audio geek's heaven. I'll put a link to the video in the description if you want to go get your audio geek on like I do. So basically, Andrew, I think his name is Andrew. He doesn't say his name very much, but I think it's Andrew. Andrew laid out a whole bunch of these cables, from expensive Mogami stuff to like mid-range stuff to these like crappy Amazon ones. And then he exposed them to all different kinds of electrical interference. Had like charts and graphs and like spectrograms and I needed to change my underwear afterwards. Basically, cheap audio cables are susceptible, I can't talk, it's just my job. Cheap audio cables are susceptible to electrical interference, which affects your audio quality. So, hard pass. Reason number two, build quality. The reason these cables are so cheap isn't just because there's no shielding in them, it's also because of these connectors here. The wire goes into the XLR jack, and it's secured with either like a clamp or a screw or soldering, whatever, which is why these cables fail so much. The attention to detail of that connection is really important, and with an $8 cable, there isn't much attention to detail. They come from together quite easily. Let me show you what that sounds like. Headphones on. Okay, currently my 416 here is plugged into a Mogami Gold XLR cable, which runs into my interface down here. Listen to what it sounds like when I plug in this cheapo Amazon cable. First, you have to turn off the phantom power. Then you turn on the phantom power. Sorry, my camera shakes when I move my microphone. It's on a same pole. But listen to this. If I move the mic or I move the cable, because I want to reposition it for my mouth, here's the problem with these connectors, is that you hear that cracking and popping? That's going to happen every time you move your microphone to reposition it for your mouth, or while you're in the middle of a conversation. That's just... No, hard pass. God, help me, save me. Turn off your phantom power. Okay, we're back with the Mogami Gold cable. Okay, let that phantom power warm up. There we go. All right, we're back with the Mogami Gold cable, and let me tell you, if I touch the wire here now, no problems. I can touch the wire all I want. Don't say that I can't. I take care of my cables. even the crappy ones. I'm going to do a video on how to properly roll up a cable because it's a pet peeve of mine. Anyway, moving on. Number 3. When you get into a directed session, it can be stressful. You want to make sure everything goes right. You worry about stuff like your internet going down, your computer locking up. What if your neighbor decides to mow the lawn right out your damn window? All these little things create stress. You don't want to add to that stress by not trusting your gear. If your sound quality starts to suck or drops out altogether, your heart rate's going to go up and you're not going to be able to give a good read for your client because you got to troubleshoot. You got to track down what is the source of this problem. It's just not worth the risk. I'm willing to pay an extra $48 for my cable and the peace of mind of knowing that my signal quality is going to be good. Just like a rock climber won't use cheap-ass ropes, don't use cheap-ass cables. A good quality cable is worth the investment. So if you want to keep geeking out about all things voiceover, check out these videos I made over here. They're pretty good. That one especially is pretty good. Thanks for watching. I hope this has been helpful. Until next time.